Hey guys, I just watched this video and I have a lot to say about this video, and so I wanted to bring it to you guys because I made a comment under this video and I felt like I don't know if I was being too harsh. So I want to bring it to you guys, to my community, to hear what you guys have to say about it. But if you're here because you wanted to hear William's voice or Zita's voice, they're not here today. It's just me. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll let you watch this video and I'll come back.
Food when you're ready. Okay? All I ask you to do is abide by the rules of the house and take those out of your ears. Okay? I don't want to see it. Okay? Before you're done, you come in with eyeshadow, lipstick, dress on, all that stuff. So please, cut it now, take it out of your ears. When you go out, you can put it in. Or, first of all, you start with a nail. So it's a little bit, until it look like God knows what. So do me a favor right now, and don't let me have to say it again, because it's not going to be nice, okay? Homosexuality is not something that I condone. Not something that I condone. And I seriously mean it. I walk inside here, instead of coming inside here, my wife looking happy, her face is long and dropped because of you. And you know what you're doing. And I don't care whether you're 20, 21, 22, but you live in this house, right?
Yeah.
You have a room upstairs. You're not paying rent. You're not paying light. You're not paying water. So the only thing you can do is abide by the rule of the house until you're ready to go out and live on your own, and you can do whatever you want to do. You can put on panties. You can put on dress. You can put on lipstick. You can put on eyeshadow. You can change yourself, but not in the house. Okay? So please, right now, don't let me have to say it again, or else we're going to have problems. I want a peaceful, quiet home when I come in, okay? And you are making it bad for me. And I know my sisters and my aunt, your uncle and your aunt, and everybody might love, oh, Jonathan, and pray. But listen, you live in this house. You don't live with them, okay? So if you want to do all of that stuff, you can ask them if you can move to Florida and live with them. Okay? But when you're in the house, I don't want to see that. I've dealt with enough with you. I dealt with the fingernails. You can't even put gas in your car, but you can put fingernail on every time you want to. Okay? Now you're putting on air and you still can't take care of your car. Plus you have a room upstairs that it's all topsy-turvy. You don't make up your bed anymore. You don't care your roommate. All you care about is your adornment.
That's not true.
It's what I'm seeing. So do me a favor, Jonathan. Get the earrings out of your ears before I explode. All right? Please, do it somewhere else. Or you can pack your stuff and go live with your friends. And then we'll see how that works out for you. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe reality check. When that check comes, check. Okay, right now you're acting like you're a woman.
No, I'm not.
Okay? And you're dressing like you're a woman.
I'm not.
Okay?
Like a woman.
Earrings on both ears. So you want somebody to... Jonathan, please, let's go take it out. And please, when you're ready to move out, you can move out. Okay? But take it out of your ears soon. Thank you. I come inside here, my white face is long and dropped. Just listen. Move out and do what you want to do, Jonathan.
Okay, guys, so a lot of people in the comments were saying that some people are not meant to be parents. If you can't love your kids unconditionally, why would you have children and all of that? And some people were in support of the man, but I think most of the comments I saw said that, you know, you can't kick him out because the economy is bad. And I agree, the economy is terrible right now. But this is my comment on the screen. I hardly leave comments, but I just felt like I needed to say something just because I saw too many people talking about, oh, this man doesn't love his son. Find a way to leave the home. Ask your other relatives if they will take you. And I think that that's bad advice. Again, I'm bringing this to you guys to tell me what you think. So I'm going to read what I said in my comment. Okay, before I do that, let me just say that I am not against anyone's sexual preference, because I know that this can be my child. So I'm not against it. I have a child with autism. Sorry guys, that's Wesley. I have a child with autism, so I know that you can be born with a difference in the way that you think. If you can have a neurological disorder that makes you autistic, you can have some kind of disorder that would make your preference different from what is normal, right? So I already know that. So that's not what I'm against. So I said, that man absolutely, with capital letters, absolutely loves his child. I think society is really messed up about priorities. How does he have money for nails but not to contribute to the household? A man who lets his 21-year-old child live rent and utility free doesn't love him just because he has rules. And he didn't say don't put on your accessories. He said do it when you leave the house. Take them off when you get back home. That young man should be prioritizing working any types of jobs to earn and save money at 21. People shouldn't even be thinking about who they are actually attracted to at that age. Many more years for that. Okay, so that was my comment. And not to sound self righteous, because, I wasn't 21 when I first started thinking about it, but I was close to that. But, we learn from our mistakes, right? We don't want the same things that happen to us to happen to our kids. And just the way society is right now, even when people saying, oh, there's no money for him to move out or leave the house, isn't that the more reason why what we should teach our children to prioritize at this time is how to work and earn money or build skills that will earn them money, whether it's going to school or learning a trade or whatever. But the last thing I feel like, and this is what I'm going to teach my children, the last thing that they should be thinking about at that age is who they're actually attracted to. If I have my way, my kids will not even be dating until they're 25, to be honest. Because in my mind, there's no point dating if you're not ready to marry. That's the whole essence of dating. Like, why are we just dating? Why are we just exchanging bodily fluids? What is the reason? So I feel like you shouldn't be dating until you're ready to marry, and you shouldn't be getting ready to marry until you have learned certain skills, certain money making skills. After you've done that, then you're ready to get married. Then you're ready to date. Okay. And then you date to find the person that you want to marry or live your forever with, if you don't want to marry, but someone that you want to partner up with. Why are we making it look like it's okay for kids to be thinking about who they're actually attracted to at a young age? And don't tell me 21 is not young. In my mind, in my eyes, it's young. I feel like I knew nothing when I was 21. If you feel like you were ready to face the world at 21, okay, maybe you're an anomaly. Because to be honest, at 21, you really don't know much. The only thing I feel like my children, I can guide them to do at 21 is just learning skills, going to school, going to trade school, if that's what they want to do, making money, saving money, because I want them to live in my house and save money. I feel like this man is such a good dad. He said the boy doesn't pay rent. The boy doesn't pay any utility bills. This is a good father who is saying, okay, fine. I'm not saying don't be gay, even though I don't like it. We have to understand where this man is coming from. He doesn't like it. Why does he have to like it? He doesn't like it. That's fine. But he's not saying, oh, because you're that, leave my house. That's not what he said. He said, I don't like it. So I need for you to respect the fact that I don't like it. You live in this house rent-free, utility-free. So when you're in this house, just respect the fact that I don't like it. And do not wear certain things. Don't wear your nails. Don't wear your earrings. When you leave the house, you can. I think that's a fair boundary to have. Because in my mind, I feel like people are thinking that the parents shouldn't have a boundary because they have a child. No, the parents can have a boundary. The love is still there, and that's why he's not kicking his child out. just for being gay, right? He's not kicking him out. He's saying you can be that even though I don't like it, but when you're home, these are the rules. And it's not even about homosexuality. Parents have rules for when you do live in their house. And as a child, you should abide by your parents' rules, period. And maybe I'm this way because I'm from Nigeria, where this is like a given. Like, you don't even argue. Okay. If your parents, even if you're 30 years old and you live with your parents and they say your curfew is at 7, your curfew is at 7. Okay, take the time to gather your money and then move out and then do whatever you want. But when you live with your parents, you follow their rules, and it doesn't. And a lot of people in the comments are saying, "Oh, this is why 5 years after he leaves, or when he's old, the child will never contact him." Let me tell you guys something. In Nigeria, nobody abandons their parents. Nobody. And it's not just because, we are obligated to do it. We love our parents, the ones that took care of us. We do. My mom was very strict. My mom would beat me out upside of my head if I was disrespectful or I did something I wasn't supposed to do. But I also knew that my mom loved me. My mom made sure she did everything she could for me to go to school, for me to want for nothing. In Nigeria, nobody pays you don't do like a loan thing for school. So the parents have to pay out of pocket. My mom did all that she could to make sure that we went to school. Myself and my brothers, we saw the sacrifice that she made. She didn't buy any jewelries for herself. She just did everything that she could for us not to want for anything. So I'm not going to get old and be like, oh yeah, because my mom was upset with me one time and yelled at me, so now I'm never going to talk to my mom, or stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. If your parents loved you and made sacrifices for you, and you see that they loved you, you're going to still love them regardless, even if you guys don't agree on certain things. But anyway, not to go off on a tangent here, but when people say that the kid will never talk to their dad again just because their dad said, like, what would be your reason for not talking to this particular dad? Because he said, you can live in my house, rent and utility free, but because I don't like the fact that you're gay, don't wear earrings in the house. But when you go out, you can. But when you come back home, don't. And then when you leave the house permanently, you can live your life the way you want. I don't know. You guys tell me, is it just me? I feel like there's nothing wrong with what he said. I feel like he's actually very accommodating of his son, in my opinion. But again, I might be wrong. Right? So anyway, these are just my thoughts. I think we should start teaching kids to prioritize other things and not the opposite partner. Because growing up, you're 16, you're 17, you're like, oh, your auntie's asking you, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Nobody's going to do that with my kids. We're not doing that. We'll be asking them, oh, what program are you doing aside from your high school? Like, what other program are you doing? Are you learning computers? What trade would you like to do? Even though you're in college, you still want to have like some kind of handiwork skill. That's the kind of question I want to ask my kids. I don't want to ask them, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Until they're 25. We shouldn't even be caring about that, because that's why these days, the men can't really take care of the home, right? Because they don't have enough money to do it, or nobody is able to buy a home and all of that, because we're all wasting. I mean, yes, guaranteed the granted rather, the economy is bad. Yes, I'm not saying it's not the economy, but we cannot deny the fact that most of us spent our early adult years prioritizing things that were not important, instead of prioritizing education and learning skills. We were doing, or maybe I should speak for myself. Maybe you guys are awesome, all of you. But if I had my way, at 21, I would be going for my master's, or something like that, or learning like a trade or something, that would give me extra income. And I would be saving money. Like, this kid should be saving. He should be doing any type of jobs. And I know that there's no jobs right now, but he can be doing anything. Uber Eats, Amazon Flex, whatever it is, to make some money and save it, because he lives with a dad who loves him so much that he can actually keep all his money in his pockets. He should be saving his money. If I know what I if I knew what I know now, I would be saving all of my money. And that's what I'll teach my son, even though my son has autism. So I don't know what kind of work he would do, but he can live with me until he's 40 for all I care. But he will be saving his money so that if he does fall in love with a woman and she falls in love with him and she gets pregnant, she doesn't have to be pressured to work because they have some savings. I think that's how we should be looking at life at this point in time, and not about how many people you're dating and who you're dating and who likes you and who doesn't like you. Not at this age. But anyway, guys, I've talked too much. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Bye.